So you can spread out, come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Come into a slow, deep rhythm with your breath. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. Let's extend arms overhead. Reach out long through your arms and legs, through your fingers and toes. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex through your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands and the heels of your feet. Release, bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze, maybe a little jiggle or rock. And then straighten your right leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point. Circle in both directions. And then bend your knee in. Open your knee out to the right and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of the left leg. And then release. Bend your knee and bring it across, spinal twist. Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, circle, rock. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. Straighten this leg up, flex and point. Circle. Both directions. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten out to the side, feeling here. And release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Circle or rock. Drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing your belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more. Release down. Now take your right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more. And then switch, left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more. Switch again, right leg high. It's time to take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. Keep the belly strong, keep the face relaxed. One more on this side. Switch again, last set, left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release, stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in, another circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting and onto hands and knees. If you want to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take a couple rolls through the spine, starting by lifting head and tail, and then round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back, dip partway or all the way to the floor, push up from there, round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. Dip down. Press up. One more round. Arch. Dip down. And then press up and back to child's pose. Find a relaxed position for your arms, your neck, your shoulders, letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table and into downward facing dog. You might pedal out your feet a little bit, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Settle onto 2 feet evenly. then walk your hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel, and bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take a sway or shake out. And then slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's take a couple balancing poses. So first, feeling your balance on 2 feet. You can separate your feet and kind of shift your weight side to side, front to back. Tune into the soles of the feet a little bit more. And then move over to 1 foot for tree, Vrikshasana. Bring the right leg up as high as you can, as low as you need, anywhere above or below the knee. Arms can be out to the side to steady you. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up, and you can always bring them back out as needed. Standing as tall as you can. And then release. Shake that out. Feel 2 feet again. Get grounded. And then move over to the other side slowly. Sole of the foot anywhere above or below your knee. You can choose your arm position and change your mind at any time. Standing even taller. Release. Shake that out. Let's take a quad stretch balance next. We'll bend the right leg back, grab hold of it. Other arm can be out to steady you, or you could bring both hands to your foot. Drop through your tailbone, lift through the belly. Release. Shake that out. Get grounded on 2 feet. Move over to the other side. Tailbone dropping, belly lifting. Standing tall as you can. And then release. Shake that out. Let's bring feet hip width apart. We'll take hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your elbows back. Lift your chest. Take the chest as high as you can. Sternum rising up. Like you're filling up a balloon in your heart and floating it up. Release. fold forward. If you're able, grab your big toes with the first two finger and thumb. You might need to bend your knees quite a bit. Once you have, hold, lengthen, and fold. Pull your head towards the floor, tractioning out your spine. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's lower the hips, come into a squat, malasana. Your heels may or may not come to the floor. You can turn out your toes or widen your stance. And if this is not feeling great without props, you might try props. You could sit on a block or slide a blanket under your heels. Open up your knees using your elbows, and as best you can, roll your shoulders back and down so the chest is open, whole torso long and wide. We'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha. Same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Now engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom, connecting that up to the top. And release. Let's come to a seated forward fold. We'll extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back. Inch the heels forward. Feel free to sit up on something. A lift under the hips may be useful. And then use your hands to support you, whether that's on the feet, something like a strap around the feet, or on the floor. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Bring the soles of the feet together and grab your toes with that grip, lengthen and fold. If your elbows meet your legs, you might push into them to help them open. Or if it works better, you might lean into hands either in front or in back, or elbows, or use a block. Release, bring the upper body back up. You're going to grab the right foot on the inside with your right hand and then kick your foot into your hand. As you do this, let your back round, let the belly sink back, chest sink back, and let your right arm kind of be pulled away from your back. So you're rounding a lot, hopefully getting a nice stretch. The back, especially right shoulder blade area, middle back on the right side. And then we'll lengthen, come right up onto the sit bones, sit as tall as you can, bring the shoulder blades back on the back, and then open that right leg as much as you can out to the side. So you can go towards straight, but just listening to your body. The left hand on the knee can help pull the chest forward, coming right up on the sit bones. And then release. Same thing other side. So first variation, Shlumpasana, not traditional alignment. The worse it looks, the better it feels. Let your arm be pulled off your back, let your head hang, Shlump. And then second variation, zipping up, coming right up on the sit bones, draw your shoulder blade on your back, and then open your leg part way or all the way out to the side. You can pull against the right knee to sit you even taller. And then release. Let's come onto our backs. Bring your knees in. Take a circle or rock with your knees. Feel what's touching the floor. This can be a nice massage for different parts of the back. And then we'll take a block or bolster or cushion and place it under the sacrum, a little bit lower than the lower back. Let your body rest down on the block. And then bring your right knee to your chest. Grab hold of it and straighten the left leg, letting that straight left leg hang, yawning open through the front of the left hip. Switch sides, bring the left knee in, grab hold of it, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close, let the front of that right hip open up, releasing. And then come to neutral, bring both knees in. And maybe extend both legs up, finding the most relaxed position for your body. If you need to lower what you're on, adjust your props in any way, feel free. So find a place where it's almost like the bones are stacked. Your legs are just suspended and letting go. Let's release, come all the way back down. Removing the props, and we'll take happy baby, grabbing the soles of the feet on the inside and press your knees towards the floor. This can be done in stillness or with a little moving, adjusting what's touching the floor, adjusting how bent or straight the legs are, how close or far apart they are. Just exploring your body. And then check in to see if there's anything that's needed before coming into your final resting pose. If you want to adjust your clothing or take any last stretch or movement or touch, take your time. Eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Letting go into the support behind you. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in, roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for joining me today.